Now that the belly is full of laughs, let's fill it with some food. And Chef Faith has another must-try dish, and it's super easy. This one-pan creamy lemon and thyme chicken is packed with fresh flavors and a beautiful, luxurious sauce, making it perfect, quick, and a beautiful, cozy meal. We love you because you understand our simplicity. So I'm going to swap places because we've got a very hot pan here that I'm assuming is going to be needed very soon. But this is a great flavor combo. Thyme and chicken, great. Like sage, thyme, chicken, for me, absolute great bedfellows. But the thyme and the lemon, there's something special about that.
Together, magic. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start by seasoning our chicken. Make sure that it's dry.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so we're gonna add some
That's the
salt.
first little chef tip there. When you season, make sure your chicken is dry.
Okay, so we're just gonna add our salt and pepper, right? And then we're gonna add our garlic powder. This is all for flavor. Right?
I love it, and it means the juices that are coming off this chicken, they get infused with that garlic powder. I mean, it's amazing how often we use a garlic powder in a multitude of recipes now for this value. It's brilliant. And if you think of all of the flavor you're going to get out of the fats in these pieces of chicken, I love the cuts that we're using. You've got the fat from the skin, but these are very flavorful cuts of meat. I love that. Just let it create its own sauce.
So now what we're going to do, right, once you season it, right, you make sure that your pan is hot. Right, so we're gonna sear our chicken. So this process is called searing. So what it means is that you're trying to get like your skin to be extra crispy.
For sure,
right?
release
So that's
the
what
flavor.
I'm gonna do right now. Let me just do
this seems to apply. I mean, obviously we know with red meats that is vitally important. That's searing in, browning that meat. And we often don't think about that with chicken. You just kind of throw it in. And you don't think about really looking after the fats and the flavor that's in there.
And also, you always want your skin to be crispy all the time.
Completely.
So then this is what we do. So I'm going to move aside, all right?
Okay.
Well,
I will mind the chicken. There we go.
So now, what we're going to do, right, you leave that in there for 3 to 5 minutes, right, on each side until it's very crispy. And then we're going to move it aside and place it on the side, but we don't clean the pan because we want all the flavors from the chicken.
You want to descale that out of there. I love that.
Yeah, so once we do that, then we're going to obviously create our sauce now, right? So what we're going to do is once we remove that, let's see what it looks like on the...
Coming there.
Almost there.
Oh, it's coming.
The
smells are a good indication.
Chicken.
Oh, it's such a good value meal. It's a very good, clean protein. It's got bucket loads of flavor. If you treat it properly, you can get so much out of it.
So much.
I completely agree with you there.
So then what we're gonna do is, right?
Oh, that's looking good.
We're gonna place it. We'll put it back.
We'll speed it up for the process of
yes,
TV. Okay, I'm gonna put those guys down there.
Okay, just like that. Remember, 3 to 5 minutes on each side.
Either side, but that's already browning off beautifully. So I think that is well on its way.
It already smells good.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Smells amazing.
Just give it back to me, my little pan. Well, I'm just thinking of every little bit that sticks to that pan is going to be flavor in our sauce. And I like the notion of, I don't want to burn your fingers there, I like the notion of continuity of flavor. So use one dish, use all the flavors that you're generating.
That's a pro tip, like always, don't ever wash your pan. Make sure that whatever meat you're cooking, leave everything in there and just continue.
I love that.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our butter, right?
Beautiful.
And then we add our garlic. Thank you, Sushi.
I'm learning from the best. Hopefully some of this will sink in and actually stay.
Can you already smell the garlic and the butter together?
That is beautiful. I just don't want to burn our garlic, but that is lovely. And you're getting still the echoing of that, that chicken in there. Beautiful.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our stock, right? And make sure that you reduce your stove a bit. It's on. There we go. Because now it can't be too high because everything is going to burn too quick, right? Then we add our lemon juice.
Oh, and I love this because it is going to be quite rich. It is quite a fatty piece of chicken, so you want to be able to cut through that. The lemon is just going to slice its way through.
Then we add our lemon zest. This is a very lemony, delicious chicken.
I love it. It's fresh. It's going to lift you. I love the combo.
And this is your
Can I
Dijon
scrape
mustard.
that out? So
Yes.
I'm multifunctioning my little.
And then we add our
yeah.
thyme.
Oh, beautiful. Can I just put the
Yes.
sprigs in, just summer?
Go in. And then once that you need to leave it for the sauce to thicken, right? Once that thickens, then you add your chicken. You add it in there 30 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes. Obviously, you'll still check if it's cooked properly.
And do you want to cook this low and slow once you've
Yes.
done the hard
Yes.
yards, once you've seared up your meat and you've got that flavor and you've got that crispy skin, then just let it have
cook,
time
yes.
to shine.
You
I
don't
love
rush
that.
it. Yes.
This seems like the perfect flavor combo, the thyme and the lemon for chicken. Can you play around with these any other proteins in this kind of space? Is this...
I prefer chicken with this recipe.
I think
For
it
me,
is-
I feel like it works. It works.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And there's quite a lot going on here for quite a simple meal. It kind of feels like a Saturday evening meal, not a
Yes.
Tuesday night, but this is Tuesday night.
Because
baby.
you
This
can
is-
just let it simmer, then you do whatever you're doing, then you come back
It's
in the
super
kitchen.
easy, not a huge amount of ingredients, and then you can just choose. If you want to have it straight as in, absolutely love that. If you want to
Yes.
introduce a side, what would you introduce as a side for this?
I would have this with you can have it with your rice.
Something that's going to soak up those flavors.
Yes, so you can. I love it with a proper basmati rice.
Ooh, I'm thinking
Yum.
like a stiff pup, like a polenta type vibe or something like that.
That
I want
also.
something that starts out kind
that
of
also, yes.
firm and then just kind of dissolves as it soaks up all of that flavor.
hungry.
I know, you've made me unbelievably hungry this morning. This is one of those dishes where you're going to have to get stuck in and
Yes,
literally
and you
taste
just go
every bit.
in. Yes, because all the flavors are in there. As you've seen, we've added so many ingredients, but delicious, tasty.
Layers to it.
Yes.
I love it. The creamy element.
Once this is done, after 30 minutes, 35 minutes, you add your cream, you pour, leave it for 5 minutes. Ta-da!
Because if you overcook the cream, will it separate? Is there a danger
you can't,
there?
you really can't. That's why I said also you need to make sure that your heat is very low.
We're just introducing the cream. We're not even cooking the cream. We're just
No,
introducing the cream to the dish.
we're playing with
Come
you.
have a little
Just,
bit of a party here. I love this. It's very simple. Just a couple of processes to follow. Some beautiful chef tips coming through there. Make sure your chicken is dry when you spice it. Make sure you get a crisp on that skin and release those beautiful fats. And then just wait for your house to fill with this beautiful aroma.
You'll
Absolutely
just see your neighbours
amazing.
knocking.
Exactly. And I think your neighbours probably have a room in your house knowing the smells that'll be coming out of your kitchen. I love this. I love this for the midweek. Like I said, it feels like a very special Sunday afternoon even kind of a meal, but this is an everyday kind of meal because it's easy, it's cheap, and you can find it expressoshow.com. I'm going to introduce the chicken back in, man.